Hello students, we are back at 11.1, this example for question 4. Okay, so we need to express the trigonometric function in its basic angle. So before we start doing, you need to understand the 4 quadrants and the sine cos tan. Let's say we have the 4 quadrant here, we have first quadrant, second, third and fourth. And then usually I will use mnemonics to remember, so it's very easy for you to remember. Add sugar to coffee. Add sugar to coffee. So add, you take the first letter, means all. All, that means your sign is positive, cos is positive, tan is positive. Everything is positive. You can try pressing your calculator. Let's say cos 70, you will get positive. Sine 80, you will get positive, right? For any angles between 0 to 90. For the second quadrant, S, the first letter, that means your sine is positive. What about your cos? Your cos will be negative, and your tan will also be negative. That is second quadrant, right? Again, you can try pressing the calculator. Let's say cos 100, you will get a negative value. And third quadrant, T, tan, right? Tan of angle between 180 to 270 will be positive, which means, right, sine will be negative, cos will be negative, right? And the last quadrant, C for cos. So in this quadrant, only cos of the angle 270 to 360 will be positive. The rest will be negative, which means sine of angles here will be negative. Tan of any angles here will be negative. Okay, now we can do A, B, C, D. For A, say I do it here. Okay, again, put the axis 240, so it's roughly here. Our angle is here, 240. And our basic angle is here, right? Remember, basic angle is always measured from the x-axis to the x-axis, from the x-axis, right? I mean from the x-axis to the terminal side, or from the terminal sides to the x-axis, right? So these basic angles, you will need 240 minus 180. So you get about 60 degree, and trigonometric function is sine, so it's sine 60. And you need to check, it's in quadrant 3. Quadrant 3, sine, all the sine angles will be negative. So you put a negative sign in front, right? So sine 240 is actually also equal to negative sine 60, right? You can press the calculator, right? You see these two values are the same, right? Okay, so similarly, we can look at B, put the axis 500. So one circle is 360, so we can minus off one round. So giving us 140, and this is basically from here to about less than 180. So it made one round. Second round, it hits the terminal side here in quadrant 2. So this is about 140. If we start over from positive x-axis, basic angle is here, right? So 140 is here, right, for the second round, second circle. So this one would be 180 minus 140, which will give us 40 degree. Put back trigonometric function, the sine cos 10. This is cos 40. In quadrant 2, cos is negative. So just put a negative. So this is negative cos 40. Then you look at C. It's the same, only thing is in radian. Okay, this is 0. This is pi over 2. This is pi. 3 pi over 2. This is 5 pi over 3. Okay, 5 pi over 3. So definitely more than pi. If I were to convert to common denominator, this is 10, right? Right here is about 9. So definitely more in quadrant 4 here, right? So this angle goes from here to here. Basic angle is here, which means I would need to use 10 over 6, right? Minus of about 360. You can use 360 minus of this, which is 2 pi minus of 10 over 6 pi. Two pi over 6, which is basically pi over 3. So basic angle is pi over 3. Put back trigonometric function 10. This is 10 pi over 3, and it's in quadrant 4. Quadrant 4, 10 is negative, so put back the negative. Right? And D, same thing. This is 3 pi over 2. This is 7 pi over 9. Right? So this looks like less than pi. Okay? But this one looks like common denominator. Right? You can get 18 just to double check. And then pi over 2 is 9 pi over 18. So this is definitely more than 9 over 18. So it's here. Okay, the angle is here. This is 7 pi over 9. Basic angle is here, which means I would minus and put back the trigonometric function is sine 2 pi over 9. Quadrant 2 sine is positive, so this is basically the answer.